Hello, welcome, beautiful souls, star seeds, and tarot lovers. Welcome to the Hourglass, and welcome if you are riding with me from the start. You've been rocking with me. It's great to have you back. It's another day, it's another edition here. So I wanted to talk about what should we be on the lookout for this new week. All right, I want to switch up the energies instead of trying to tap into that person you're always concerned about energy. I want to switch. I want to refocus or recalibrate the energy back on the viewers. All right, so let's see what we could tap into, what the cards reveal to us about what you should be aware of for the upcoming week. What should you be paying attention to that you may be bypassing or shrugging off that may be very important to your next step in your growth or your journey in life. All right, so I did mention in a previous video that I had to delete because I was interrupted, but I am seeing number confirmation 333. Every time I look on the time, it's like almost every time I look at the time, it's 333, and that is a number confirmation that the divine, your angels, ascended masters, way shores, the ethers are all working with you. It's all assisting you to get you where you need to get for your highest good. All right. So your ego and your higher self may be kind of button heads at this time, but it's not, I don't feel it's anything extreme. It's just to really accept that this is where you have to walk at this time. All right. So let's see what we need to be on the lookout for, what we need to be paying attention to the upcoming week. So the base chakra has been coming out. So if it comes out again, it's definitely a very important message. Ooh, I love that feeling. Thank you, beloved. So there's a base chakra, you guys. Now, what is going on with the base chakra for some of you? It's like three waves I'm feeling here, or three scenarios. Some of you are very anxious about tomorrow or whatever thing you're working yourself over about. You're living in the future. You're not living in the moment. And what happens is you kind of miss miracles, and you kind of miss the key. You kind of miss essential things that are happening for you now. All right. When you're living in the future, you're very anxious. You're very worried. You're very scattered. And we need you to be centered right now. All right. So whatever you're worried about, whatever you're anxious about, tell yourself it's going to be okay, and things are working for your highest good. All right. Again, a lot of you're unsure, you're kind of confused at this time, could be possibly about your stability, about your next step as well in life, being practical or assertive. The red could also talk about passion. It could also talk about frustration and anger. So some of you really need to kind of like rinse that off of you, wash that over, and let it be gone. You can't stay there. So whatever you're fixated on that's causing this frustration is kind of like disrupting your miracles that's set in your present moment. So you're not really present. So if you want to come at me in the comments, come at me. Come. I'm just playing with you. I know your ass. Anyway, so again, some of you may be feeling very ungrounded due to frustration, anger, anxiety. And we're going to go through the cards to see how we're going to unblock that, or how we're going to release that. For some of you, you're very balanced right now. You feel very safe and secure where you're at. You're happy about life, and that's beautiful. Congratulations. Please celebrate anybody else that feels the same way about life as you do right now. All right. Please connect with that energy so you could keep on elevating. For others, you may be overactive in this chakra, meaning you may be very aggressive right now, could be a little cynical, a little too critical about what's happening in your situation, about the things that are being projected on you or things that you're projecting on others. And it may be about materialistic things, money, having security in relationships, in jobs, in your family. All right. Some of you are a little bit too greedy or all about yourself right now. And you need to work on that, because again, you're not in a place where you could receive, where you could give and receive gifts or anything of helpful assistance to you. All right, you get what I'm saying? I hope you're following, you guys. So we need to work on that. That's a number one. So once talk about new projects, it talks about new beginnings. So this is a new phase that's opening up for you, whether you're seeing it, whether you're accepting it, or whether you're appreciating it. All right, because I feel like a lot of us are not appreciating where we are at the moment. I guess because it feels very uncomfortable. Some of you may be feeling very vulnerable, a lot of anxiousness, wanting to know about things that are really out of your control. All right, tell me more. One more card. I did see that money card flip out. So a lot of you, this could be about money. Maybe right now money's kind of blocked for you. And then we have the intuition card as the overall energy. So the overall, or the meat of the story, is about your intuition. Now, how do we get to that crown, that, I want to say, that brow section? All right. So you may be having poor judgments about money. So you may be making a lot of poor, irrational choices about money. Maybe you guys overspent on the holidays and now you're kind of anxious about your stabilities, about paying your bills, about where the help is going to come from. Now, again, that number 333 has been showing up every time I look at the time, or it's just at the time I'm looking at the time, it's that time. What? So you do have the ethers. It's almost like you're looking too much in the physical for assistance, and maybe you need to look in something that's more spiritual or more energetic, if you get what I'm saying. Because not all help and assistance is going to come physically. It may come emotionally, it may come spiritually, mentally, however the case may be, but you have to be in the present. There's guidance around you, but you have to open your awareness. All right, you have to trust what your soul guidance is telling you, what your instincts, your intuition is trying to nudge you. All right, I see angel confirmations number of 411. So this is the second time I'm seeing 411. I have 114, and then I have 4114. So some of you may be dealing with a teenager, a tween, and it's like the case of money, having to support this person as well. Some of you are really kind of like money hungry as well right now, or you're dealing with somebody that's very money hungry. So you guys, be very aware and cautious of that. Some of you are lacking a lot of focus, and it's almost like you can't see beyond what's going on here with the money matters. All right. But it's almost like you do have something here that could change things around that you're not looking at, you're not paying attention. It may be something that's very subtle, or a project, because we have the number one. You may have a new beginning here to do things in a different approach, and you're not trusting your intuition that may be giving you universal codes or angel numbers that's coming to you. So if you're seeing any number confirmations, it's happening for a reason, y'all. All right, the ethers, your inner guidance is trying to send you a message. It's trying to send you a troubleshooting code. I don't know how else to say that. All right, so let's jump into some more decks, see what we could find out. Hey, if you guys are resonating with the reading so far, please go and big up yourself in the comment box below. All right. You know, I have to say big up to my Caribbean people. Hi. Good afternoon. All right, so let's see what's popping. All right, so we have the Book of Secrets. My deck is upside down, so feel no way, feel no ways. All right, so we have the Book of Secrets, or we just have maybe something that you need to learn. Some of you may need to get educated in how to budget your money. Some of you are so anxious about possibly job security that you're not thinking about financial stability. And it's a big difference. I'll probably make a video about that in my segment, Slow Money is Better Than No Money, which I haven't done in a while because it doesn't have a lot of views. But I am going to start back that setup where we talk about financial stability versus job security, and how we could be on the lookout or aware of different financial situations. All right, so there may be some of you may be working your candle magic or some type of money. Some of you have money soaps, is what I'm hearing, and you're using all this money oils and all of that good stuff. But again, you have to stay in the present. You have, when you're manifesting, when you're using the law of attraction, LOA, set your intentions from the purest part of you. Set it and let it go. You can't keep dwelling on it because you're actually going to repel it, all right? If that makes sense. Some of you may be dealing with a Cancer. You may be a Cancer. I see Aquarius, Pisces. I feel the need to say a Pisces, Virgo, or Libra might reach out to you with some type of guidance, from some type of guidance or some type of insight that may trigger or may give you an epiphany. So having a conversation with this person might ignite an idea, a new project, a new beginning, a new way of looking at things when it comes to money. This person may be very generous with you. All right. We have the 10 of Pentacles or the 10 of Diamonds here as well. So that's interesting. So yeah, some of you may be very poor or you have poor habits with money, meaning you have a steady job, but you seem to just, the money just seems to run out your hands like water, like liquid gold. It just evaporates out of your hands. Some of you have a bad habit of being too generous with people that need to start taking up their own responsibilities and taking accountability for their own money habits as well. Some of you may be teaching or starting to get into teaching about money. So we have the wishing well. Again, another 41. So we have 41, 41. 4 plus 1 equals 5. So 5 is the number of change. It could also mean conflict or some type of misery, but there is a line of hope here. All right. So some of you may be changing because of conflict, or you're going to change something here and it's going to create conflict, but it's like temporary. All right. So we have the wishing well here, you guys. So with the well here, I want to say that you have to like go a little deep here. This may be some deep desires coming up here to the surface as well. This could also talk about a major secret that's happening in your family that you have no idea about when it concerns about inheritance, debts, and I feel to say that there's some type of hidden inheritance, something about a dresser, or it's really dusty. It's like I'm seeing like dust. Like when you touch it, it's gonna have like a veil of dust on it or a lining of dust on it. But it has letters in there, and it talks about some type of finances, and it has a lot to do with somebody's family history. So just be on the lookout for that, you guys. You may stumble on something that's a little eerie, and I feel like that's where it is. So it's like somewhere that you're not looking or hasn't been looked at in a long time. It's very dusty, you guys. But anyway, I am picking up that you're going to have to dig deep here for a lot of you. You're going to have to dig deep with the base chakra. Some of you are having a Kundalini activation. And what that is, it's kind of difficult for me to explain, but it's the start of clearing your chakras, your energy centers, so you could become more aligned with the things that are meant or destined for you, if you get what I'm saying. So it's almost like at the right time, you're going to stumble on some type of inheritance, but you have to trust what your intuition is guiding you to do. So if you're talking to your family members or people that are in your soul tribe and you're just not seeing eye to eye, it's like some of you are going to have this soul guidance, and you're going to speak to someone about it, and they may talk you out of it. But dig deep with the wishing well. Is that what I'm getting, you guys? Ow. I just feeling kind of good today, you guys. I'm feeling good. All right. So I was saying with the book, hey, yeah, you may be working on projects here, but it's some type of secret or something that's it's not revealed, or it's some hidden information is here as well. I don't know why I keep picking that up, but it's the unknown, and some of you may be very anxious of the unknown when it comes to money, but it's almost like you guys are going to get help from unknown places or unexpected places. I don't am I getting that. All right, right, so let's move on. Let's see what's on the bottom. Okay, so we have the ship at the bottom here, you guys. And the ship could talk about going places. It could talk about travel. It could talk about the start of a journey, being that we have one here. So it could talk about, and again, we have the threes. I didn't mention the threes. So you guys check out 4141 if you want. You could help out the channel by commenting what you found, what information you found, and I will be sure to pin that so the rest of us could see. So we have a lot of tens that's going on here as well. So a cycle in your life is definitely closed. It's you achieve that, or you may be wanting some type of closure here to like really close the door and don't look back here, to move forward, because the ship is like moving forward. All right, so you may be stumbling on something that has a lot to do with your inheritance that's going to propel, or it's going to jumpstart a new journey here with the ship. So this is kind of exciting, right? I feel like I'm in Narnia or something. All right, so yeah, so it's like it's some type of transition that's going to be happening. And again, I feel like some type of inheritance is going to be transferred. It's something that you didn't know about your family tree, and it's a it may be a dark secret, or it just may be well hidden. All right, so trust your intuition. If you find something that's pulling your curiosity, that you're drawn to, it's happening for a reason. Some of you may have prayed or asked for your focus to be realigned, and this is the way it's gonna happen. All right, so you may be going on a mini adventure. Forget about it. Forget about it. All right, so let's get some tarot out here. Let's see who you may be dealing with this situation. You guys, again, if you are resonating with the setup today, please go ahead, like, subscribe, and share. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss another Hourglass Tarot reading. All right. All right, so let's see what's going on here. So I did mention the signs Libra, Pisces, Cancer. So you may be in your emotions, or this may be very emotional for you. Again, if you're dealing with, this may also have a lot to do with siblings, all right? I also feel like this may be legal affairs or something to do with your family history, some type of relationship in your family. So again, you guys, you may want to keep your eyes peeled, all right? Stay in the present, because if you're unstable here, you're not going to get it. You're going to be derailed from it. And I think this is actually good for you. A lot of things are going to be uncovered about who you are as well. What ancestral, it's like the more you know about your history, the more you're going to feel more safe and stable within yourself to trust yourself. Ooh, you guys. You know, this kind of thing happened to me maybe like 3 years ago when I had a past life experience with one of my guides. Yeah, this is kind of like the same type of feeling I had when I was, when a lot of things was revealed about one of my ancestors that always been with me. And I actually have this ancestor's warrior spirit. All right, I have this ancestor's feistiness, the will to always go to the unknown, even though I could be very afraid to go towards the unknown, but I would get this confidence or this courage to do it. And I would never understand, like, why the hell am I like that? I remember in beauty school as well, like, I would be so afraid. The first time I had to go on the floor to do a client, I would be so freaking afraid and nervous. But I would have this confidence and this boldness and this courage to just go out there and bang out those hairstyles. And it's like, I always would be the top of my class. And, you know, a lot of people used to call me show off or whatever. But again, you guys, I would always have that energy, that spirit. And 3 years ago, I actually was awoken to where it came from. So that was a beautiful discovery about myself and why. All right. So again, you guys, let's get back to this. I got off the thing there. So this may bring a lot of change. This may bring a major change to your life as well, you guys. Whoever it resonates with, it's going to bring enlightenment. You know, you're going to start to understand. And it's like, it's going to be a big relief for you. Tell me more. Tell me more about who is this concerning about, hey? Tell me more about the base chakra and who's this concerning. Reveal the cards to me. Reveal the cards to me. Awesome. Awesome. All right, so we have the Nine of Swords. I wanted to flip out in reverse. So with the Nine of Swords flipping out in reverse, I definitely feel like there's a need to want to take action after some type of recovery, because at times when we go through like this dark night of the soul, when it comes to like staying up at night, these restless nights, working on projects late at night, there comes a recovery phase after that. So being that it came out in reverse is like almost like after recovery, after gaining all this wisdom and thinking about the past and trying to connect the dots, it's gonna have a recovery phase, and then you whoever resonates, you're gonna want to move. You're going to want to have this transition. So you're going to want to set out on this journey, this little adventure possibly as well, because life is made up of many different adventures. It's just how you look at it. It's just your perception of things that really matters as well. So this thing, whatever this is that's going on, whatever secrets may be revealed to you, is going to open, it's going to change, it's going to shift your perception of things, all right? So you may have an integration of the old and the new thoughts together. And I'm guided to say, don't let your negative stories get in the way of the truth, hey? All right? So you may be, okay, so what I wanted to say is, yeah, it's like after the recovery or the rest, because it came out in reverse, you're going to want to move forward. Some of you, again, this has a lot to do with money. The Four of Pentacles could talk about greed. So someone around you is holding some type of finances away from you. This could be financial information that they're not willing to share with you. Some of you are surrounded, or this could be your energy with someone that has the money or the resources to help, and they're not willing to do that. All right? You may also feel like whatever you stumble on that gives you enlightenment, you may be unwilling to share it with others at the time. And that may be, excuse me, sorry, that may be okay. It's like you want to hold back some type of information until you know more. And that may be fine. Maybe you don't want to burden people with what's going on in your family. And then we have the Tower with the Eight of Wands. Everything just flipped out. So you may be dealing with a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. You may be dealing with Earth sign, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. We have the Ace of Swords. So like I said, a aha moment, some truth is going to come out. People are going to have to speak what they know so things could, connect. Because I feel like somebody's on like not a treasure hunt. Not a treasure hunt, but it could be a treasure hunt. But it's like somebody wants to know the whys here, why things are how they are, because it's like something is not adding up, and it's like somebody's playing a detective here, or they're learning some stuff here, and they're going to apply what they know to their life so they could break out of something, so they could cut loose of something that's very confusing, that caused a lot of chaos and conflict and misery. So there's definitely going to be a huge change. We have 5-5. 5-5 is a master number here as well. Let me see where I see that. All right, so yeah, it's all about independency. So again, some of you may be wanting this financial stability, and there may be some type of ancestral karma that you need to heal to unblock your money endeavors, all right? For plans to work, for plans to actually lift off and be completed and finished and brought into results. Because threes, again, I did mention I've been seeing 3 on the time there. Threes also talk about results. It's about working together and having this result, this solution, this outcome, right? So we have the Tower. You may be dealing with a Scorpio, but I definitely feel like whatever you thought was true, or whatever was taught to you, whatever was pre-programmed to you, is going to fall apart. Because the more that you know, the more knowledge that you accumulate, the more wisdom that you gain, the old way of doing things is going to break down. Because again, once you stretch the mind, it's not going to go back to that comfort zone where it was in. So this is why we have the ship there as well. It's time to transition. It's time to set out on a new path. It's time to go forward to your dreams that could generate money. It's time to follow your own soul guidance instead of listening to people that's keeping a lot of things away from you that they could offer. And that's what I'm picking up here. It's like somebody may also be tormented that they didn't tell you something, or they didn't give out of their heart. They choose not to because of a secret here, something that was done in earlier times that you have no idea what's going on. For a lot of you, your family made some type of deal and now it's skipped their children and went to you. So your grandparents made a deal when it came to money and it skipped their children and now it's to you. So it's almost like you guys are you know what I just pick up, you guys? You guys may be next in line to inherit some type of family treasure, and somebody in your family is hiding this from you because they feel like you're not worthy or you're not supposed to get it. So this could be spiritual gifts, this could be art, this could be a skill, a craft, money, property, land, whatever it is. Somebody's feeling like you don't deserve it. All right, so we have the 8 of Wands. I feel like after the Tower moment hits, when things start to break down and you have this new canvas to start building from, it's going to give some type of rapid change with the 8 of Wands. Some of you are going to start to have like these rapid downloads from the divine, meaning you're going to be it's like the news from the ethers is just going to start flowing more easily because again you're trusting this intuition that's coming to you. You're trusting all of your senses are working together in your body to confirm what you're processing. All right, do you get what I'm saying? So that would be considered your intuition, because your body senses is working with you to confirm something, eh? And you need to trust that. Somebody's trying to pull the wool over your eyes by not telling you the truth with the book of secrets here. They don't want you to learn something here that could be very beneficial for you, because what they built is going to come crumbling down. And whatever they built was based off of possibly false identity, possibly even grudges as well. So it's like you're going to find the truth out. It's going to come to you and you're going to have to trust how it comes to you. Give me one more card about that truth, the Fool. All right, so the Fool could talk about air energy or Uranus, could be an Aquarius. Doesn't have to be, it's just the energy. So this may, Aquarian energy, they're very self-sufficient, they're very innovative. They have a futuristic thought process where they're able to look at something and actually build an idea in the mind and put it into development. They bring their ideas into reality. So this may be, again, Aquarius is showing up really strong here. So this may have a lot to do with your personal transformation and your own intimacy as well. Somebody may try to talk you down, may say that you're foolish, the ideas that you have are foolish. Listen, if the people around you are not giving you support, maybe you need to find another group of people. All right, or you maybe need to start being your own source of support. Because with Aquarius, Pisces, they have a lot of innovative ideas, and it may seem like out of this world or too futuristic or too fantasy or whatever the case may be. And that's because you're dealing with people that does not have a good imagination. They cannot see beyond their hand, all right? They can't see beyond what's in the physical. So if you're dealing with people that's constantly trying to talk you down about your great ideas, you need to move. You need to shift that away. You need to start being your own source of support, whether you have to generate funds on your own to, I heard, fund this expedition. Oh my God. So in a past life, you may have been a sailor, maybe even a pirate. Somebody that went on a lot of adventures it's almost like you have this energy inside of you, like this have to be more to life. It's like you're going to have to take that a leap of faith and believe in yourself, viewer. Or this may be your person, Pisces and Aquarius. I also see some Taurus. So you may have to be very dogmatic. You may have to be very persistent and headstrong when you're dealing with these people, all right? This may go against somebody's tradition, somebody's family culture. the way of life that your family was living for 9 years. You may be the one to break all of that out, break out of the comfort zone, to shift things in the family. And at times, that person could be considered the black sheep. All right. So take the truth with you. I feel like when you know the truth, things are gonna make a lot of sense. So we have the Six of Cups. So I did pick up the energy. I don't know if I said it in this video or the first video that got interrupted, but somebody from your past wants to reconcile with you. This may be an old sibling, not an old sibling, but this may be a sibling that you had some type of rivalry with. For some of you, if you're a female that's viewing, it's an old childhood friend that, the relationship between you guys broke down for some type of misunderstanding. You guys felt like you was over it and you guys went your separate ways. This person is going to come back around to bring you some type of news that could help you, to give you some type of incitement. Maybe they want to bring the truth to you and why things happened the way they did with you. Some of you may be very unbothered or nonchalant, but you need to listen, because this is some helpful information that's going to uncover part of your healing. It's going to unlock a part of your healing. I know it's kind of like mystic, right? So let's see what we could find out about love. And then we're going to hop into some angel answers. And then we're going to close it up and I'm going to do a next video. Possibly Libra's Cafe. So if you're a Libra that's viewing, do stay tuned for my Libra's Cafe. We're going to find out what do you need to be aware of for this week that's coming up when it comes to money, your well-being, and love. All right. So we're shifting the focus on tapping in or spying on your person, whoever that may be. I figure we just, try something new for the new year. I want to shift it back on us. All right. So we have children. So in the first video, the children card came out in this deck. And it was, to me, the message I got was take baby steps. All right. Because again, this is something that's going to be a big deal to your personal transformation. And, some of you are having like these weird, eerie dreams about something about your childhood, or some type of vision you keep remembering about your childhood. Maybe some of you are adopted and you keep having some type of vision on your last memory of your parents or where you were at. For some of you, you need to speak to your children. Sometimes the answers are found in the voices of children as well. So pay extra attention to your children. I also picked up that some of you may have a 14-year-old or you have a 14-year-old neighbor that may be onto some type of idea that could generate money. So you guys need to collaborate again with the threes, collaborate and really work together to bring some type of results into play. So it says your love life is being affected by children. This could also talk about the core issues, again, that may be very well hidden within your family tradition, within how your family kept secrets away from you guys. So one of you may be very gifted, and again, somebody in your family doesn't want you to know because they feel that you're not worthy, or they feel like it should be them or their children. However the case may be, you may be dealing with I see Capricorn, or this may be the season, because we're still in Capricorn season, I do believe, right? So yeah, pay attention to your core issues. We have Six of Cups that talks about children as well. So there's a lot of children here. Some of you may be attending, or this may be the beginning of school. Your child may end up in some type of surprising altercation at school or conflict, and you really need to sit down because they're holding back something that's frustrating them, and you need to give space for them to feel very safe and secure when it comes to opening up to you. You need to talk to your children where they feel comfortable that they could open back up to you, where they feel like you're a great listener. And sometimes that's all children need you to do as parents, as guardians, is to listen. Listen with a good intention. Listen with your heart. All right. Let's get one more card about your love life. So why is children so important when it comes to moving on in your love life? It's because it's almost like karma. You don't want to disrespect your children or cause any wrath on your children for love, or for someone that's outside of your family, for someone that you're dating. You get what I'm saying? Because your children is the most important people in your life, whether you want to admit it or accept it or not. Your children. I know they always say men or the head of the household should come first, but children play a big part in the energy of the home, because you don't want your children to be frustrated, feeling emotional neglected, or feeling like they're not important because of a new love affair, or whatever the case may be, your marriage, whatever the case may be, because children hold majority of the energy in the home. And this could be furry pets as well. Some of you, your children are traveling back to see you. All right, so we have deceit, and we have attraction and honeymoon. All right, so, and then we have religious factors. Didn't I talk about that before? So some of you, your family, or some type of upbringing, you guys are needing to break that down or take an extra look at it. So somebody's not being truthful with their intentions. Hey, I mentioned that before. There's a family secret, or there's a secret that's well hidden, that you need to trust your intuition about. I feel like you have stumbled upon it before, and somebody talked you out of it. They derailed you from looking further into it, and that's because they're holding some valuable information about your family's history or some type of inheritance. All right. Some of you are getting dreams about it, premonitions about it. And again, we have the ship here talking about moving forward. That first step on the journey, baby steps with the children card. Some of you, this could even bloom into some type of romantic endeavor where somebody's very attracted to you. I feel like there's some type of family taboo that's hidden here as well. It's not going to resonate with everyone, but there's family taboo that's going on here. Some of you, you may be dating someone that's, you really need to check their background. You really need to look into their background. You need to protect your children from this person. This person may be attracted to teenagers as well. This is something that they're not telling you, so be very aware of that as well. Some of you, your children may be speaking to people online that they don't know who they are. They may be portraying themselves as teenagers or peers like themselves, but they're really adults. They're really predators. So please check on your children. There's a lot of children cards here. There's somebody wanting to reconcile with you that has been contemplating for a very long time. They may be checking up on you, not religiously, but pediatric. I don't know how to say that word, but every now and then they check in on you to see where you're at. For some of you, you're going to meet someone, and it's going to be like this honeymoon. It's going to be very blissed. You may have met this person over the holiday season, but baby steps. I keep hearing the word baby steps. Some of you are dealing with someone that has children, or they're living with the parent of their child that they are no longer attracted to, but they're holding up this front because they don't want to lose some type of financial stability, but the tower is going to happen, and this person may need to communicate, or the news is going to come to you that this charade has gone down the toilet. It was thrown in the garbage. So somebody's putting up a front for home arrangements, for avoiding to be homeless. They're putting up a front here. All right. So let's get some angel confirmation. I did mention that, right? So you guys pay attention to your children. I did make a video about that. Children may be an important factor in your love life. Again, children are very important to your love life. All right. Some of you are not taught that. Some of you were taught very differently with your upbringing, with your religious factors, your traditions. But again, the book of secrets is here for something to be uncovered, so something to be revealed here, a truth with the Ace of Swords. Because a lot of deception, a lot of false identities, it has a lot of grudges. I did mention that here with the base chakra. So some of you are putting off some type of Kundalini activation, shadow work, healing, because of a lot of fear of the unknown, fear of uncovering who is really who in your family. You guys, it's 2020. I told you guys on the hourglass, the theme is an unbullshitified life, and that's what it's going to be. All right? Help me raise that awareness here in the hourglass, you guys. Love you. And it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay, all right? Yeah, we have that 0 point energy. It's time to shift out the old. It's time to rest. In that rest and recovery period, you're going to shift out all that old energy to bring in some new energy, all right? You're going to make space for some new shit. Let me see if I see any number confirmations here, you see? All right, let's see. What does my viewer need to know, beloved? Unlikely. So whatever you're doing right now, it's unlikely to work out. I feel like there's some type of poison or danger the way how you're approaching things right now. So you may need to really reflect on what you're doing. Listen to your intuition. 333, confirmation that your angels, your guides, ascended masters, the Almighty, the ethers are working with you. Pay attention to the things that make you feel like, am I from a different planet? Beloved. One more card. Romance. All right, so this situation or part of the situation may have a lot to do with who you're romantically involved with. We have recovery. Again, with this recovery, you guys. Again, with this recovery. So some of you need to go through some type of healing. You need to recover from a lot of overspending. Some of you, romance has a lot to do with it. All right, so when you're going through this healing, you may meet the person of your dreams going through this healing or after this recovery. So who you're fixated on may not be your person at this time. You may meet someone else. So it's almost like if some of you with the religious factors, if some of you are being set up or this arranged marriage or there's some type of arranged dating or something like that's going on, I feel that from what the card is projecting, that's going to break down because of some type of deception that you may not be aware of just yet. I know it sounds kind of like, you know, weird, but this is what the cards is pulling towards me. Baby steps. You may need to slow down with this person that was arranged for you, for your family. Maybe your family is having this heavy expectation of who you should spend the rest of your life with, but your intuition is screaming the fuck at you and you need to pay attention to it. Somebody's holding back a lot of valuable information because they want you to play that fool's position. But you need to take a leap of faith and trust yourself, trust the insights, trust your awareness, because you're having a transition here. Things are going to be closed. Something is closing out in your life and you have to go through that dark night of the soul, because the nine of wands could talk about dark night of the soul as well, not only the moon card. The 9 of Swords could talk about the dark night of the soul, being tormented with dreams, synchronicities, your past actions that you may have buried deep in your base chakra. All of that is coming up to you to deal with it so you could heal, so you could have this leap of faith, this transition to a new start. Tower moments are going to fall, and maybe you're afraid of that. Maybe this person that you're romantically or trying to get you romantically involved with is afraid that things are going to break down. There's going to have a separation. Maybe they're afraid of that and they're trying to speed things up between the both of you. You may have known this person for quite a while. This person may be a close family friend, but your children know the answer as well. So speak to your children or speak to someone that's very like a child. Maybe you're a neighbor that you have. Children, the truth is sometimes found in the voice of children. All right, so I hope this video did give some type of useful inspiration or even insights. If it did, again, you guys, please like, subscribe, and share. Hit that notification bell and comment. Let's keep these free, amazing readings going. Hand the hourglass. So again, I'm doing Libra's Cafe next, and if you're interested in that, I guess I see you in that video. Chat to you guys later. Ciao.